Starting off the day on Warhead Junction. I am in the bottom. We might be able to Lost Vikings these guys. It's been, well, 3 wins and 1 loss so far this season with Lost Vikings on Warhead Junction for me. That's a good average, but I constantly have to deal with people not all going together, or coming into my lanes to soak, or being mad that one of my Vikings goes down early, which is my fault, but that just means we need to practice Vikings more. And so maybe we should just avoid them in the first place. Maybe do something a little safer, something maybe more along the lines of Gazlo. We're going to have a Brightwing. I don't know about these global guys. In my mind, Falstad, Brightwing, Dahaka, all these guys are great when you're ahead. If you're behind on a global hero, all you're going to do is reposition yourself far away and then be stuck there until you can once again reposition yourself again, whereas a mount might actually be more powerful. At any rate, they got the Falstad. Looks like we're going to grab an early Brightwing. And there's a Gul'dan. Not bad, not bad. Okay, it's going to be a Li Ming. That's a bit better. Wait, it's going to be a Chromie. Never mind. Oh, it's going to be a Zero. Oh, he's taking me on a wild ride of all the things he likes to play. Looks like it will be a Gul'dan. The passive healing on Brightwing should be pretty good for that. So Gul'dan's okay because, again, we're defending a single point, and they have to walk into it with the Drain Hope going, or the Drain Life going on Gul'dan. So if he does a Drain Life build, that's probably best for the map, because a Corruption build, I don't know how often it's a 5v5 on this map. It's just a little too big. Now, I want to take Gazlo here, naturally. We already have a support. I want to take the camps. I want to zone the objective. I want to be able to solo lane for my team. They're getting quite a bit of damage, though. It's looking rather explosive, actually. If they follow that up with a, what, like an Uther and an ETC, we're pretty wrecked. Because we're going to be a lot slower, a lot more sustainy. But we might pull them in different directions. It's solo queue, so we're all going to have to just sort of do our own thing. We're going to ban out the ETC. That's a good choice. We'll go ahead and give a little carrot of agreeance and see if we can get Erasus to show us what he's up to. Cool. Let's do it. The comp's already a little weird with the Gul'dan. So, I honestly, on a map of this size, I don't think I'd mind the Zagara. I think the Thrall is a stronger choice, though. With the Brightwing and all. Zul's not... Actually, that's not a bad choice, either. I think we're having a little bit of damage problems. We're going to have some damage problems. But I think we'll have some lane superiority, some Merc goodness going. But ultimately, if they can gank us, this is just going to explode. And that won't feel very good at all. There's a Chen for them. That's going to be trouble for my Gazlo. So we got to make sure we're keeping back and we don't get kicked and barreled. And then what do they have left? They probably grab... With that team, they can honestly do anything they want.
Let's save some lives.
I'm Morales. We don't really have a way to dive that. Diablo may be able to take care of that, but I think he'll be zoning for all us squishies first. Gosh, we are low damage. Kind of like the Thrall better. Again, it's just a big map, so we may just Spider Queen it and we take control of everything and everything's great and fine and it didn't matter anyway. If they fall behind, their damage isn't great, we soak it out. So these are all options. I wonder if they do a Gul'dan Brightwing thing all the time, if that's a... I mean, it is free healing off a passive, so Gul'dan wouldn't be siphoning too much energy from the Brightwing. We'll just have to see what he's capable of. As for Gazlo here, probably won't do anything too bizarre. Might go Robo-Goblin, because I like it for soloing bosses in the late game, and sneak in a camp or two. But we'll see. If we're dealing with team fights that just keep on coming. I mean, we have a Falstad with a barrel roll. We have a Vala with a vault. Alarak would be our most stationary outside of Morales, but he's got to push. Chen's got the barrel and all his kicking business. Morales, yeah, is stationary, but with all this business flipping around, I don't know if we actually land a single gravity bomb that's any good. Probably just better to go Robo-Goblin here. I do like going mana early on, too. Doing something... Depends if they're ganking, right? If we're going to be ganked all the time. But I really do on these big maps, and we're not going to be in a lot of team fights. This would be my Braxis pick, of course, because we're forcing people onto it and making them make difficult decisions, hitting additional targets with Zerg on it, because it's not based on any heroes or anything like that. And then probably just a classic sort of pick all the turrety things. I prefer raining scrap. Well, let's roll.
Ready for fighting now?
And you know me.
You do know me. That's my favorite intro he has. Looks like our Diablo might be a little sleepy. At least he's running on all fours like a gentleman should.
Time remaining.
Yeah, let's just do
10
mana
seconds.
so we don't get locked out, since we'll be soloing a lane.
5, 4,
Zul really can't multi-soak here,
1.
but if we can just win the early game and get all pushed out, I think that's the best we can do. We probably should not even be going into this middle lane fight. This is going to be a disaster. But a decision was made.
Double kill.
Hey, we got a double kill. That ain't bad. Looks like there is a Marauder. Yeah, I'm gonna head top.
No need to be pushed.
Should've just walked out while we had the advantage, but whatever, fighting's fun! As Skeletor famously said one Christmas episode. It's like, I'm going to have the fall stat.
I'm going.
2, 3, and an Alarak possibly heading for me. Two in the middle, one in the bottom. Where did Alarak go?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Still don't know where he is. So let's just hang back and soak for now. Play it nice and safe. Brightwing took the tower down there.
Yeah, baby.
There he is. I guess he was thinking about a gank, but or he really wanted that tower. I guess he just really wants towers. Towers are pretty cool.
Warhead
Can't blame the guy.
deployment beginning. Prepare for collection.
And let's go ahead and get a little powered up here.
I can handle that.
And see if we can't melee Falstad for a little bit. In this time when we got the bonus regeneration.
Warhead deployment complete.
There isn't a warhead around here.
As advised.
Well, let's move for it.
This thing is heavy.
He's gonna be faster than me. Tough choice. Let's do Steam. Diablo's a bit deep. See if I can incur a couple hits. Get him out. Dodge the silence for now. Well, that wasn't the plan, but we got Diablo out, I guess. Ooh, don't go back in there, Captain. Ooh. No need for that. Well, at least the bottom's still going. He blew his shade early, so it looks like he actually won't be able to take that bottom there. Brightwing got the nuke, though, so at least we're holding on to it. Zul does need some help, but...
Stop them now.
well, there he goes. Now Brightwing's down to the bottom. Hopefully she can just get on back. Get on back there.
Work order complete. Warheads
Alright,
fully
Alarak's
deployed.
gonna come
I'm going.
get the site again. Let's see if we can't kind of use one there. And sure, we're gonna take some hits, but this will be good for the steam. Getting that quest going. Can I afford to go Merkin full? Nah. It's been pushed out to the top wall, so we didn't lose out too much XP out here as it got pushed out quickly by Falstad. Let's see how long we can zone these dudes for. I would expect with my helpful, yep, we're gonna attract a little bit of attention from him. That ain't a big deal. There's even an orb if we can grab it. He's gonna barrel roll along with me, but I will survive. Now I'm a little too low to get up to anything really fancy, though. Let's just do the slow. Falstad will feel that a little bit. He's actually hearthing back. So where is everything else? He'll probably just come back fresh. Here comes Alarak again. Nothing wrong with him liking that tower, but keeps zoning me out. Ooh, a little bit of a surprise move by Falstad. Alright, there's Alarak back in the middle. There's a Vala. If we can get some auto attacks off, we can start building up a nice little pile there. That'll service us later for the objective. Alarak's missing again.
Alert. Warhead deployment in process.
Poop. Falstad's doing a good job killing my stuff. And they're gonna put a lot of effort into the bottom there. Oh, nope. Ah, no, darn.
Confirmed.
I was seduced. I was seduced by the junk,
Warheads available
which does not
for
give sight.
activation now.
Hopefully his top channel means... Come on! Come on! Morales.
I'm going.
Let's take a look at things. Gosh, I think we just need to
Enemy nuke launched.
disappear from the map for a little bit. That's not what we need. We need XP. This middle's gonna become a madhouse, though.
Need to be pushing.
And there's Falstad. Gosh, with this level deficit,
Enemy
nobody
nuke
cares about my
launched.
turrets.
Actuated.
Here comes Chen. We got a late pixie out of right wing. I guess she's using it for healing then.
Has been destroyed.
Crud, without a level lead, I don't think we're going to be able to do Robo-Goblin. We're going to have to do...
Kill confirmed.
We're going to have to do Gravity Bomb and just be a team player. Not that that's the worst thing on Earth, but you know. I'd rather not have to Gravity Bomb a whole team that's very mobile like this. Oh, there's Alarak.
Need to go away from here.
Yeah, let's go soak the top a bit. Gosh.
Yeah, baby.
Yep. It'll be up to you, Gul'dan.
Kill switch engage. Yeah, baby.
I'm too low. He's just gonna hang out and wait for me. Most I can do is that. Maybe we can put one more over there. The well's gone.
No need to be pushing.
I think we can still... I mean, it's not over, but... I wanted that Thrall for sure. Looks like Falstad probably... Nah, I don't think he probably hung out.
Launched.
There he is, okay. Zul died in the worst possible way. Alone.
Online.
That bottom's gonna need stopping, as much as I'd love to take with this camp. Well, there it goes. Gosh, they're just gonna burn my top, though, while I'm trying to do this.
Water deployment nearing completion.
Drag people into the top.
Deployment complete. The warheads are ready.
They're gonna get
for
the top
collection.
there. That does put 3 in the top, bombing a
Warheads have been
a
claimed.
fort that's already dead, hopefully. Spend it! Spend it up there, waste it. Use it poorly, I should say. It wouldn't be wasted, it would still get XP. Alright, so we did get a bottom one, didn't we? No? They got both?
Capture this mercenary kid.
Because they're doing the top, probably? Kind of makes sense. Oh, I think we're out of time thanks to the way our damage is, though. They are farting around a little bit with that mercenary camp I took.
Enemy unit launched. Your team has lost a fort.
Poop. Ah! Well. Oh, what? I mean, he is. Oh. That was close. I mean, you can see what I was going for, of course, which was actually killing Val and pushing her off there, and it held for half a second. And we almost got it in that moment, but now we're dealing with double boss. And, well, we can of course say Diablo wasn't where he needed to be, but we've learned our lessons about what Diablo's up to this game anyway. I agree. I agree with that statement. I would say agreed, but that just puts it all on Zul, which is what's happening, but I'm sure Zul is aware. That's true, too. Both are true statements, but the Zul gave us a much rougher game with a big opportunity to mess it up. Ooh, good move. And he's gonna go solo Soka lane? Ah, well, I guess he threw the game for us. As sad as that is to say, I hate comp losses. Well, it would be over swift enough. Gosh, if we had known he wasn't gonna take the Thrall. We, of course, wouldn't have done the Gazlo in the first place. Why does he spell it? Who spells it with a Z?
System error 35.
Are you a Kindercare? Ah, well deserved. It was a good false dad. It was a good false dad. They did good. They just had damage. We can give it to Gul'dan. I'll throw a vote to Gul'dan. He did decent. We didn't really watch him much. Just gonna be a good old-fashioned comp loss. I was gonna type yup, but we ran out of time. All the cool kids do it that way? So let's see where we're going now. Towers of Stress, but there's not a lot of options in the current map pool, so we'll take it. We'll take it over Warhead Junction. I am last pick. Nice little salute. I'll go ahead and show 2 tanks. I'll just tank it. I like tanking Towers of Doom. RG prefers DPS. Felix the Cat is doing his own bans for first pick, so we don't have to really talk to him. I don't think Zarya will get that deep, no. But I'll let him dream. I'd rather not double tank, of course. Well, let's go ahead and show a Diablo then. We'll get him locked in, and if it calls for it, we'll move over to Leoric. The only problem with Diablo is, of course, that he can't break roots or bone prisons or anything along that line. I agree. Leoric's really good here. So we ban out the mouth. They ban out the Zarya. So things are coming down to skills, which is what I like. I like this meta a lot. Uh-oh. A little bit of Kerrigan competition. First pick Brightwings, not a fan.
Finally.
Alarak, that's fine. Master Skin Alarak, no less. As we're learning, that's basically kind of the Thrall without the solo laning potential. As much anyway, he still does pretty well. And Felix the Cat, who just did his own bans, is thinking hard. And might incur himself a pick. You gonna go random? No. No, actually. Getting some burst damage for us of a sorts. I think that'll serve well against Brightwing. They'd be right to do a little double support now. They're gonna get Li Ming. Let's see if we can get Touchy to support. We need a tank with summons. I mean, that's a Nubarak. I'm perfectly fine being the off tank in Nubarak, actually. That might not be a bad idea. Alright, they've got a Chen. Chen Li Ming. We're still waiting to know if Touchy Time is down to support. Hopefully he is. Everyone seems to be getting what they want at the moment. I'm going to stay on Diablo here just so we don't incur... Yeah, totally. We're going to go for Leoric. But I'm going to hover over Diablo for longer here because I want RG to let me solo tank. I don't want them thinking we need a bruiser. Because these guys have... What I want behind my Leoric, if I'm going to die and come up sooner, I want walls of damage. If I go down, I want my damage to just wreck. Everything was spent to kill me on Leoric. I'll be up sooner rather than later, back on the field. Just get damage. So the Tyrande could be okay. They're a little bursty. Li Ming is a little bursty, but I think it'll be okay. Okay, we're gonna have a Morales instead. That's good too.
Let's save some lives.
Cool. That's looking good. Let's see if they can get themselves a bruiser of their own, though I'd rather not have something that's gonna dive on my Morales freely. Chen at least has to make a choice if he's solo tanking to dive deep. There's a Butcher. Interesting. So what they need? They need ranged auto attacks, Vala, Raynor. That'd be the worst. Is this gonna put me in JoJo land? Chromie. Oh, Chromie, huh? Li Ming teleports, Chen jumps, Brightwing teleports, Butcher charges. What do they have for CC? Not a lot. I can chew on... Yeah. I think he's right. Because if we can blind Butcher and even disrupt Chromie a bit. I think we're better off on JoJo. Boy, what last two picks, huh? Completely throwing that plan out the window there. But I think having blinds for the Butcher and being able to disrupt Chromie from range will be a better choice. So I think I'm gonna Falling Sword. I don't expect these guys to actually be together enough. I mean, we'll probably stun the Butcher. Well, I jump in the air, that leaves Alarak as off tank, but we have a Morales. So it's not the worst thing on earth. But I think we Falling Sword onto the Chromie and the Li Ming. The Butcher's just gonna get past me. And then maybe we blind back to him. Absorb all the spell damage coming in the back. I think that's the best we can do it. Yeah, and the nub idea is really cool. I really like a nub with the dampened magic. The problem is that there's too much magic. Li Ming, Chromie, they spam quicker than 8 seconds, so there's a likelihood that my spell damage actually wouldn't catch anything important. It may just get caught by, you know, a random Chen Flame Breath and get taken off me too quickly.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Here, I mean, I don't see why Butcher would target me as the tank. And so I don't think we need block. I think we're just going to do regeneration. Let's get out in front here. What did I get hurt by?
My wounds heal. Over here.
See if we can get a... Oh, I just need a poke. There we go. I like Morales' bravery for sure. Oh, gross. That's never encouraging, watching your JoJo die to a Chromie. It looks like she'll be lobbing. Pretty true, but we'll see how the trickiness gets to her maybe later on. Let's just be wherever we need to be for now. Morales is left all by herself, so let's go join her. There will be a KT running in from the side, but might be able to get something done.
Seems right. Akarat have mercy, for I will not.
A little bit of Chromie bait, possibly, as Butcher came in, but I don't really subscribe to baits too much in solo queue. What's the split? What should we do? I guess let's just hover in the middle and see where everyone's going. I like damaging the Butcher a lot. We don't really need... Let's just do Laws of Hope, though, because I'm sure... Alright, they've got a tank down here. They have a Morales. Let's get in the top. Great job by Falstad there. Oh, he ended up getting killed, didn't he? I just assumed he had it. Auto attacks out of Morales do that. Did we get... Okay, it's over. It's over.
Mine alone.
Falstad's heading back in the top. Alarak still has the bottom.
Quickly.
That getting a number of shield kills here in this one. 3 minutes, 5 orbs. Morales is going to stick around. So let's not abandon her to do it all by herself.
Make your peace quickly. Very well. Like
Chromie's in the top.
Protect our ally at all costs.
That should be a big enough response for him. I'll stay mid and soak. I would like 7. Quite eager for a body block there. Two top, at least it's easy.
Ready. You must capture them quickly.
Alright, let's get in position. What do we want? Gonna do movement speed, I think. A little bit of arcane spit. There's Li Ming coming in.
The time is now. Claim the altars in Doom to the grave keeper.
Let's just hold the front line. Because they're all targeting Chen. And that's okay. Well, thanks. Come out on top. There's Li Ming pretty well locked down. False Edge should be able to finish off. She's going to have an orb in a second. And Chromie's still poking. I guess we're just going to leave it? That sounds good. That's fine. McHaggis. Yeah, looks like False Edge's going to pay for his curiosity. That's fine.
Turns against you.
Yes.
So they're going to take the top. Taking that top camp right now. Nothing I can really do about that. And if anything, I might get body blocked in permanently if I go around. No, wait, there's Butcher. So it looks like I'm just with Chen right now. Oh, well. We can be a little bit of a nuisance and interrupt his drinking a little bit and just avoid targeting him altogether.
We should recruit these mercenaries.
He's actually doing quite a bit more damage than I'm used to.
I go.
But I can use this. Okay, Chen's gonna head down as I head down.
The crusade marches on. Why not?
I think I'm still gonna do Falling Sword on the engage. That's gonna be an important distinction. Okay, this is a interesting little dance we're doing together. I got 2 kills in the middle there. Alaric's coming up to visit.
By the light be down.
Perfect timing.
Death to all who serve the grave keeper.
Oop. Okay, good dodge.
Of course.
Big money, big money. Nice job.
Be swift.
You are not as weak as you
I'm guessing Brightwing is not alone. I don't know why Brightwing would be moving like this if she was. Oh, that's a lot of damage into Falstad. Oh, let's see. There we go.
Like all the others.
Looks like she got pierced, though.
Done well, heroes. Let the grave keeper.
May have been able to kill her there, actually, but I didn't know what was going to happen in the background. Li Ming's down in the bottom. They're both doing that camp there. Cool, they're done. Let's see if we can walk them in. Deadly charge on Alarak in a couple seconds. So he's going to get in position here. Li Ming will have a teleport. Butcher's alone in the top for a little bit. I could probably get that. But she's got a teleport still. Let's see if she teleports poorly, uses the cooldown, and then we'll get her in a moment. Either way, work's done down there. Let's go visit middle. That darn Pierce. Oh, bad gust. Oh well. It's fine.
The altars rise again.
Nah. We're gonna go boss? Okay. Big spell shield. We have the damage for this, just we're gonna give up a tower for it. You know, we do have a fall stat actually. We do have a fall stat. Where am I? Darn it.
Do not disappoint me.
Of course.
It was Brightwing Captain. Oh, good stasis. That was just a poor call. I don't know why we were there in the first place. But one of those where it wasn't my job to debate it. Not that it wasn't my job. There was just no time to debate it. It was a very foolish move.
Thank you, my friend.
Let's see, we can help out. I don't like the solo morale, I suppose, but particularly with how deep she's soaking. With a Butcher and a Chen around. It's like,
The crusade calls.
oh no, he body blocked himself in a little bit. KT is going to get... Oh, Falstad died in the top. It's a Butcher.
Once more, rise from the depths.
Looks like, will he be up in time? He will be. He can fly into the top and poke that out. The wind. Oh no, I got stimmed.
It leads to the battlefield center. Use it well.
What? I mean, I've opened my tunnel as well.
The altars have risen.
You are no longer welcome.
Falstad's worrying it out with Butcher. Okay, he got pushed back,
For you, friend.
which leaves us dead even.
Killing spree.
Wills it.
Alright, we got a good group here. Enough damage to back me up on that. Let's see if we can, yeah. Okay. Cool, we got it. Earlier 16 for us.
I've got to retreat. I'll be back soon.
Went with the hammer, Not because it's the best in the world, but it seems like we need to just kill the backline real quick. There's Butcher, there's Chromie. Okay, here comes Chen. My presence should just turn this off.
The crusade calls.
Alright, Alarak might try to get in position for what is quickly becoming the esports charge. Yeah, that's a long walk.
Rise.
Kael'thas is going
We should
to...
recruit these mercenaries.
We do have 20 seconds.
I go. A great victory, but we're not done yet.
I have no idea where they all are.
Take the altars and put an end to the Gravekeeper.
Morales went down early. It's a good gust. That was actually a really well-positioned gust. It's only a single tower. Darn, I couldn't kill the Chromie. We got the Li Ming, though. But I guess my jump into the air left Morales exposed. And that diving Butcher and that Chen ended up taking her out. We still have a buffer, though. And that middle tower's still going. They should go clean that up. I expect they're here, then they're going to swing. No, there's a Chromie, actually. Oh, he found her. That's going to cost him his life. Oh! Yep. What is... He's got Flame Strike. Okay, so he does have a double Flame Strike for what it's worth.
Over here.
I believe that
Yep, they're not in the middle
was
there.
yours.
I think I'm going to swing through sideways here. It's a Brightwing down by me.
Over here.
They're the ones who's gonna have to deal with the boss if it goes. Okay, cool. Should still be poking them, or did they got out? Okay, so we're just dancing around a boss circle while I assume the Butcher took that. So if we can catch him out by himself, yeah.
Once more, the altars rise from the
We got 20
depths.
seconds to kill.
Let's take him out.
Ah, we're so unfocused.
Take the altars and put an end to the
It's like they are just focusing on Morales being there. Primary target. Also, it's coming in.
This realm turns against you.
Was anyone able to get in the background? No. Go Falstad. He could have. He could have, it's true. Alright, so change of tactics. Change of tactics. We gotta protect Morales for long enough before we go. I mean, it's Chen and Butcher killing Morales quickly. They just got 20. Supports are often backseat drivers. No surprise there.
Let's grab a Ferg cap.
Basic abilities hit heroes. It's gonna be maximum heal. Past and future me. Nexus Blades. Looks like we got 2 undecides at the moment, but it is a full mirror ball build. Not sure what Brightwing's gonna go for yet. So they're getting some. Oh, we're down to 4, aren't we? So we're gonna have to do the old get every single one thing, aren't we? Luckily, he's still working on a tower up there. Actually, if we can kill him now, that'd be the best bet. He survived. Turn. The push comes. No. That'd be.
Yes.
Okay, we can tunnel. We can tunnel.
You have lost the key. The altars have risen. Activate them now.
No. Not my diamond 2. Ah, my diamond. My diamond 2. Oh, bummer, dudes. Well, I think we dove too deep. Maybe.
Keeper shall pay for this.
Still working on the aggressive Johanna. So we probably dove too deep and let the Butcher get into the back line. But that last Morales death made me feel all the better about everything that happened there, simply because she was horribly out of position. Chen jumped her and exposed her to the front line. I could have gotten in front of the Ling Ming blast, the orb there, and maybe saved her. Most of my attention was on absorbing the Chromie blast, which actually pierced me, so that didn't accomplish much either. So there's a lot of work to be done on the aggressive Johanna. But sadly, we're going down to 3. And luckily, we don't incur any bonus points for that, but a sad start to the day. Back in Diamond 3. A little sad here. We're a very early pick. Sylvanas actually gets the ban. That's interesting, which means that's random. Should get himself the Malf or the Zarya. I'm happy to pick up the Malf or the Zarya if they're still open. Let's greet these duders. Cool, they're gonna ban the Malf. That's fine by me. If they take Zarya, that might be double tank. And then this Tychus will be fully warranted and everything will be awesome.
Zarya, ready for
Cool,
duty.
locks it in. Paper Blade picking with me. Let's go ahead and get a Tychus. And an ETC, good for repositioning Zarya, who has no movement abilities of her own. My tentacle's a little excited today. Well, not too much to do, but I think we may have been under-communicating a little bit today, you know? I didn't like the Zool idea, but we said, you know what, maybe he's a good Zool. I didn't like the Morales too much. I think that Tyrande could have been better. We didn't say anything, so maybe we've been going a little passive again. It's something that happens when I'm really hard on the climb. I'm very type-heavy. But once I start getting nervous again, outside of the leagues I'm comfortable, I get a little quiet again. So I think might be time to up the typing. But I honestly have nothing to say right now. We got a Tychus, we got a Li Ming. Let's see what the final two are picking. One of them's doing the bans for us right now, so he's obvious. I don't mind if we have double tank as long as I'm not being the main tank for it. I don't mind off tanking. I just hate solo tanking and then someone squeeze in a bruiser or another tank and kind of ruins the plan, reduces the overall damage. I think Hammer with ETC is a pretty cool idea. Leonara and another Alarak. I liked Mango. Mango, wherever you are, come on back to me. Because he's the only Alarak I trust right now. Well, we won't have a shortage of damage, that's for sure, and that's good. We have some CCs. Nothing really important to interrupt. We can maybe hit Thrall with a grenade. It'd have to be already in the air to interrupt a Sundering. So there's nothing really the Tychus is going to do, but it still counters. Oh, we're up against Daribo. Interesting. How's it going, Daribo? Daribo is a frequent maker, diamond player, and masters player in the Into the Nexus after show games. He plays a pretty mean Kerrigan. I don't know if he'll pick it up here. No, he got Muradin. Interesting. Yeah, I like the Ariel. I mean, Jai here has just been hovering for a while. There's a number of CCs, but I don't think they have a big enough tell.
There is always hope.
We threw out our 2 cents. Alright, let's burn some tanks. That's not Zarya when she has a shield up, and then, of course, we're going to be changing targets a lot. Let's see what their mobility is, though, and if we're going to do a special Tychus build. We got Thrall in my face, who has to run away at an increased speed. We have Muradin, who can jump away. We got Zarya, who's going to be at range, but a little less range than my Tychus, but not by much. Falstad's going to be squirrely. Tyrande will be in the back line. Let's get our Tychus sheet open here and see what we want to do. I think we'll probably be dancing towards the back. So press the advantage. We can absolutely end the rhythm here. There's more than enough targets. And then we'll have probably... Stunned, rooted, regains resistance 25% for 3 seconds. Our healer is Ariel. Well, she's got good batteries and me and Lunara, so there shouldn't be a shortage of heals. But there are quite a few CCs on the enemy team that it might be worth avoiding.
Battle, heroes.
And we've got more than enough range damage.
Oh, for their new viable ally.
Silence yourself.
Oh, Alarak.
Shut up.
Okay, let's press the advantage. That'll be good for whatever level 4 we decide to do when we
The
get
battle
there.
begins.
Which I think will
10
probably
seconds.
be... I don't know. I can't decide. Probably in the rhythm.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, wait, no. Our damage is sustained, isn't it? We don't have any burst outside of Alarak. Okay, let's do bigger they are. We need to make up for a lack of burst damage. Okay. We kept Zarya's energy pretty low. ETC is heading bot. That leaves Alarak and me. Ariel and Lunara have teamed up. Guess that's some sort of bait. Hearthen in the middle of the lane like that. Let's leave Alarak to soak for a little bit, and let's see if we can get ourselves a Falstad as we come off cooldown here. He's getting a little low. And if ETC can get me stun. A little bit health expensive. Sadly, we weren't able to pull it off, but we tried. Zarya in the top. Still have plenty of time to get orbs and such. or top at the moment. All right, I'll make my way up there. There goes Muradin, though. I'm not going to read into that miss. We are coming up on time, though. I really don't want to pick a fight. Ooh, this is a good fight to pick, though.
Double kill.
Nice. Oh, and it's right next door. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and grab.
Rush me.
Alright, we're just going to do bigger they are. So we're missing that burn, and then
Heroes.
Linara can make up for the last bit. Oh, I thought that was the tribute, didn't I? I thought the little wisp was the tribute. I guess it's a little brighter. It's a little more swirly. There's a lot more graphics to it. It's like Alarak will be reporting low, though, which means they have a bit of an advantage. As they will all be topped off. Alright, let's see if we can get some CC out of the way first. Stand strong.
Double kill. Triple kill.
That was me commanding myself.
Killing spree.
Just stay it out. You can do it, Kyle. Don't run. I know you're scared. Just get that orb and get on back. I think I'm gonna just go range here. There's a lot of CC. Ouch, that was dumb. There's a lot of CC here, but I think I'm better off just pinging the objective and making sure they can't lock it down. This will make me a little lower than I want to be. Two seconds. Actually, I get kind of lucky here. I mean skilled. I totally timed out those wells. The owl just missed. Let's see if we can get in front and stop them from... Oh, good shot. But we zoned hard enough. That's still going on down there. I have 3, 2, 1... There's a thrall on the top. I think ETC will engage before we get there, but maybe he'll relax. Nah, he'll engage before we get there. Yep. There we go.
Shall we see who gathers enough?
They're letting me roam, which is really nice. ETC's backing out, though. We're 2 levels up. I think we can survive till it gets here. This engage is actually going to get a little hairy. No, they're going to back it out. It's fine. Let's dance until we see the CCs. We need a Storm Bolt, and we need a Root. And of course, a Zarya shield. Just kill her.
So you do have your uses.
How are we on range damage? We have Alarak, we have ETC, we have Linara, we have Ariel. Okay, cool. We'll laser it. Make sure he doesn't think he can target my laser unpunished. But I think we're about to incur the wrath of everybody. Nope, there's Murden in the bottom, actually. Pretty close. Another grenade in 4. They should rotate up this way, but ETC's actually going to hang out down there. It's just Alarak in the top by himself. That sight tower, let's make sure no one's coming around. Cool. Alright, let's see if we can all collapse on the mid. Still got probably a minute before they even get another 3 levels. Cool. 2 dead, 20 seconds. It's a little early for a boss. Not their boss.
Rush me.
Seize this mercenary camp.
Not into a choke. They're 10 now. Back it on up, Alarak. Well, I'm not going anywhere. Maybe we'll get an Aegis.
Mercenary camp.
Oh, well now we can do that. There's a Stormbolt coming from over there. And that'll be top boss, 3-level lead. Let's go hit my well from the middle, and maybe we can go do bottom. If they're gonna defend, I mean, I need to go clear out bottom probably. I'm the best one for that, besides Lunara. And I'm already on the move.
Gladly.
TC's ready to stage dive. Okay, looks like their Falstad decided to go down the middle. Uh-oh.
Earn my favor.
Got 31 seconds. They're not going to be able to contest this. Should be good. They should just leave it. Yeah, let's push. Ariel's getting a bit out of position there, but 3 levels up. She might be able to dance for long enough till we can engage with it. Nothing's easier to heal than yourself. Bit over aggressive there, Ariel. But that boss will keep them nice and busy for a little bit. I'll go clear out the middle here.
More pressing affairs deserve my attention.
We do have double tank on the enemy side. Let's just keep a good thing going. And Titan grenade. Right next door, though we're down. I think we'll just let it go. Murden's out of position, actually. It's fine. It's fine. ETC can stage dive in if he really wants to. Make a call like that, but we can let him have one. Catapult's in the bottom for us, too. Let's go ahead and give Alarak a friendly grenade. And now we wait. Oop. Now we wait. And make sure ETC doesn't... Should fight? Well, we could also just wait for the objective.
Face my curse.
Okay, cool.
The choice is simple.
We do, it's true, but we're missing ET. Actually, he has stage dive, doesn't he? So he's just gonna soak until the last moment and then jump in. Good shot. I guess it's not the hardest shot to make in the world. Standing still. I'll head bot here. ETC is going to push out top with the mercenary camps. And he's going to get pushed out. He's got a stage dive as well. Here comes Alarak. And the map is blue. You just got to be patient. They'll make a mistake at some point.
As you command.
Oh, ETC just dove in. Oh, wow. Really far back. Looks like that. Okay. So their ults went off. That should be the disengage. Nothing bad happened. Just get rid of all these little bonus targets. Oh, Alarak. Alec's gonna go grab it. Just as Zarya. There's a curse, though we're just without an ult for a long time. We'll just squeeze him out here. Oh, Paper Blade got a promo game. Well, congratulations to him.
Was there any question?
As for us, I hopefully puts us on a promo game. Maybe? Hey, nice. Sweet. 32%, not bad with a Lunara on the team. Bigger they are. I think we made the right choice in level 4 talents. Let's give it to... Oh, wow, we got the whole screen, didn't we?
Epic.
Always nice to have your support feel a little good about themselves. Oh! Nope. There's three floating around. We could have done it, but no. I guess it wasn't impressive enough. Alright, let's see what happens. Come on, 200. Come on, 200. Don't be short. Yeah, 213. Nice job. Fantastic. 11,000 over everyone else. Who would have thunk that all that practice in Tychus in the alpha would eventually pay off someday? Heartbreakers up first. Oh, that will do caps for some reason on this one. That sounds nice. I'm banning. I mean, Zarya doesn't seem as powerful as she once was. I would just like to get rid of Sylve here, since we're going to go for one of them. Sylve. There we go. Cool. As for me, I'd like to help burn the objective. I'm not sure what we need in that department. Densk has some wild ideas about how deep Mouth's gonna get here for him. I don't think that'll be happening. I'm picking in the next go, though. They got rid of Hammer, so we're gonna get the Mouth, huh? Well, we've got Tychus, we've got Raynor, we've got Greymane. There's a Greymane. That looks pretty good. Li Ming and Alarak. I understand him not wanting to do Greymane into that amount of burst damage. Let's just go ahead and do Tychus again. It's where the expertise lies, in a sense. It's where all the practice has been going for a bit. And now we see if we can help craft this team. So far today, even with the nerfs to both Zarya and Mouth, we have seen first pick Mouths, though Zarya's just going by. She's not maybe a good pick for the map, and that would make sense. Let's see what these guys want to ban. We'll go ahead and hover over it. We do have enough interrupts for it. Nubrak's gonna be solo tanking. Okay, he's good. Big Data. Big Data, he was our Diablo from this past weekend, wasn't he? He was a good Diablo. I mean, it was kind of a stomp game. It was Towers of Doom from this weekend. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, a blind would be okay, but really, other than Lunara, there's not... And that just keeps on coming at range like that. It's not like melee where we're turning it off. So he's pretty cool to do whatever he's best at. And their final pick will be... Lemonator gets himself a Leoric for the Diablo. That's fair enough. That is fair enough. Lemonator. Cool, well, we got Big Data back from our weekend event. He did really well in Diablo, so we won't overinvest our thoughts into him, but we have a pretty darn good front line, though we're lacking burst damage. Nubrak might be able to counter out their Li Ming, but he's going to have a lot of trouble versus Alarak and Lunara. Alarak is sort of bursty, sustaining dude, but those silences are going to go into Nubrak, and I would not want to be him at all. But luckily he has an off-tank, so he just gets to stun. That leaves me bringing the big piles of damage. Actually, we're a little short on range, aren't we? Yeah, we have a double front line and a Thrall, so this might actually be an Odin game. The laser will help, but the stuns often go out and destroy the laser before it's level 20 and has increased range anyway. So we may be good to actually do Odin here. The resistance would help too against Li Ming and all that sort of business. The problem is, well, if we get stuck in an entomb, we're dead anyway, so if I get entombed as the Odin, at least I have the 25% resistance as well.
The battle begins.
I think we're just going to... Basic attacks reduce the cooldown of run and gun by 0.8 seconds, though. That's an interesting thought, because it doesn't say heroes. I could use this to make sure I have it ready whenever. they come in. But really, they're not that health-based. Nah, they're pretty squishy. Let's just do press the advantage. It's generally good. Plus, I'll need that range to sort of make sure my tanks don't overdive me. Alright, I'll take myself into the top since I'm not a horrible solo laner. They all seem to be in the bottom here. It's Leoric. Oh, well, fantastic. Exactly who you want. Let's see if we can save... Let's see if we can save the dash for breaking the hope. Make sure we don't heal him up and make him a good solo laner as well. Go ahead and holler out a top miss because they're probably pretty busy warring it out down there. Not necessarily paying attention, maybe. Should be doing more damage than he can heal at this point. There's a nice little swing, though. Ah, poop. Yeah, we'll just stand and take it. Here comes throw. Ah, didn't need you. We might even be able to grab a well right now and burn Leoric the second he pops up. Well, I'm best just standing still, so nothing fancy. Let's just wail. Ooh, they're racing much, much faster. Uh-oh. I think we gotta go on defense. Well, the tanks can go zone. Mouth got himself pretty upset about that one. I don't actually know if they'll be in range.
I march for Hell's Gates.
Oh, ouch. Should have expected that. Safe behind my wall. I am not with Alarak on the enemy team. So he immediately heads, and we all abandon the top. Ooh. Looks like we got ourselves a bit of a bummer. Not in a bad player. We haven't really seen how good he is yet, but we just have a bit of a salty healer.
But the angel is not dead yet.
Okay, so Malfurion's unwilling to accept that we're not going to win the middle. We're not going to win the objective race. What could we say to help either change his mind or to just make sure? I don't really know what we can do. I think we gotta get both tanks on D, and then the assassins stay. That's such a long walk. I'll go back in the top. I want to make sure we get 7 before the next objective. Oh, no. We need 7. There we go. Now I need to get out of here. I don't know where they are. There's Lunara. There's Li Ming.
Can withstand me.
I think we're just gonna do. Resistance doesn't stack. I believe. I could be wrong about that. Are we defending now?
I will find his weakness.
Okay. We gotta go D. Okay, well at least we're forced to D. I don't want to be solo fighting Li Ming here in an open area. Where is my Malfurion? I lost track of him, that's my bad. Ugh. Well, these two might be able to poke it out for a while. We're coming back up pretty soon. Good engage by Leoric. We're doing what we can, but I guess I need to be by Malfurion. If it wasn't my mistake, it was his mistake. It was somebody's mistake that I wasn't in range. Probably mine. Where's he off to? He's gonna go solo push? Bummer.
There is no place where evil can hide from my gaze.
Diablo's having the same problems I have on Diablo in this current meta. It's just, you can't really afford to get out of position. And if people escape, there's no way to deal with it. I should be dead here. Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't entomb it, honestly, but it's because... Nothing to do about that. Maybe 10 will turn something around. Maybe we'll get... Well, he went March of the Black King, so that's why I didn't get entombed. Thornwood Vine and Charge. Diablo goes way too deep. Where's Malf? He was up around the top, healing Diablo. Okay. So he's operating like some sort of WoW healer. Everything's going into... Yeah, let's just Odin. Darn, usually if you're... Well, not top damage anymore by any means. Thrall's taking the lead. But usually if you can achieve that top damage, you can expect a little bit of... That Ariel maybe took too good of care of me last time. See, absolutely right. Good strategy for a camp, but it just comes out as a pile of random. I want to clear out that top naturally as it comes at us. There's Lunara, who's by herself, but she's 3 levels up. There's no way I'm 1v1ing her. I think we would all like to. The problem with this rotation is you gotta cap it. You gotta cap it. If you guys leave that open, the enemy's just gonna take it. They're rotating around this way. They have map control for it. I don't care how esports your strategy is. I think that camps the enemies. Okay, they took that camp, so they're nowhere nearby. Should mean they're going to rotate on their own bruiser camp, so we'll actually get control of it. There's a wisp. Let's get in position. Alright, it'll be a forced defense to start. but everyone's up here. There's Lunara. I don't know where everything else is, though. Yeah, I agree. What are we doing up here? I'm up here because of you. Lightning can finish that off. Is anyone on our objective? Did we kill them all? Who's still up? Leoric? Just Leoric. And they're all coming back up, and we didn't have enough damage to burn it to half for the swap. I'm getting kind of nervous. Yep, there we go. Let's wait for the... Oh well, we're going down. We got a swap. 19. Oh, where am I? I guess I'll respawn at some point. Probably in... Oh, here it's down here. 15 seconds. I'm just not on the sheet. Well, we'll have an Odin for the defense, which is good behind a wall. Thrall's gonna poke it out a little bit. I am isolating myself on the far side. A bit too much. I'm expecting... I keep saying things like I know Malfurion's not going to follow me, but I do keep expecting him, and that's my bad here. Looks like he's typing himself up. Nope. Nope. Decided not to.
The wickedness of hell dwindles.
Let's get out the minigun and the grenade. Go ahead, Odin. It's like I finally got him on my hat. Calamity Li Ming, you don't see that anymore. This is a chance to come back right here. Catapults. And it's not over. But it definitely is a little squeezed. Oh wow, he landed the Drain Hope from underneath. They're leading by health. I think we need to go. This isn't the level I get range though. Overkill on main target. We just need to do overkill on main target. It's a scary little split.
I must teach this fool a lesson.
And that's gonna push out the bottom. Malfurion's gonna go back and defend.
Angels
I guess
shall
that's
know
true
the
enough.
taste of fear.
They've got that bottom. Nothing much I can get them in the middle here, though, by myself. Oh, their objective burn! Looks like it.
Fort destroyed.
They can get anything they want done, though, since our core is exposed. They're always gonna go try to clean that up. Where'd Malfurion go? Oh, he's dead. Jeez.
Our core is under
Why is he
attack.
always dead? We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. I think that might be it, though.
Brings order to this realm.
Oof. Bad time for a Nubarak to go down. We will have Mouth back up. We need to meet it out in front, though. Here, I mean, this is it right here. This is the... These are the plays.
I will cleanse this land from your corruption, Hellspawn.
The enemy is attacking us.
It all doesn't matter if we can't kill the objective. Oh. Well, I guess we can rest easy on the fact that if I'd not died to Alarak, I guess we would have lost anyway. Well, that's not the sheet you want to see. I guess Tychus doesn't have any objective burn, so maybe a bad draft on that part, but double tank on Battlefield of Eternity isn't going to have enough damage in the first place, so a bit of a bad draft. This comp would have been perfectly good for Braxis with the double tank and a Nubarak with it, but I get a lot of nothing, do I? Well, Li Ming was pretty good. We'll still give away the vote. But nice job by Alarak. He certainly silenced our tanks probably and caused a Nubarak to die, but I think he's the one who got Mouth all those times. Odd game. Odd game. Definitely liked healing his tanks, but ugh. Sadly, we're going to have to stay 3 today.